Yo, Kipis guy here. Hey, so huge shout out again to our friends at Ultimea for sending out their new Poseidon M60 5.1 soundbar. Now, this is not a 5.1 soundbar in the sense that you have 5 dedicated speakers. You actually have all your speakers in one convenient soundbar. I know that this shows 2 speakers, but this actually connects together. I'll bring them up to the camera. So these speakers are actually one and they connect to each other. I'm not sure how easy that is to see, but I will zoom in on it for you guys. It kind of shows there. There's 2 different connections and you just twist them together. Just line up your ports, your holes here. I'll try to do this with one hand. So just line them up and twist them in and they'll lock into place. And now you have one big sound bar that gives you 5.1 surround sound. So let me move some stuff around to put this on the table. So you do get a dedicated subwoofer. This is a 5¼ inch subwoofer and it's ported on the back and it's not powered. So you have an RCA cable here that you plug directly to the sound bar and the sound bar provides its amplification here. So what's cool about that is that, let's say you want to upgrade from this subwoofer, you can do that. You can use any subwoofer you want to as long as it has an RCA. So that's pretty neat. Also in the box, you get, of course, the remote, HDMI cable. This is HDMI eARC. You have wall mounting brackets for the soundbar if you want to get it off the center console, whatever you're using. And then the power cord is in there as well as an owner's manual. So pretty simplistic. This is how big the box was. All that stuff is in this box here. So it's made to be compact, out of the way, but still give you really good sound. We're going to hear that here not too long from now. So like I said, all speakers are in this sleek soundbar, all 5. So you have your surround left, 2 center channels, and then your surround right is in here. I think I'm missing one as well. So all 5 are here. Yeah, so left, right, surrounds, and then center channel, all in this one bar. So you get a full 5.1 system all in one bar, and this also decodes Dolby Atmos. So although you don't have any dedicated up-firing speakers, it does decode Atmos so you can watch content and then it'll up-mix it for you. You also have an app that I find that's really, really cool. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. So here is the Ultimea app, and it pretty much finds your device pretty instantly. Of course, you guys see I've done this before with the Apollo S70. If you click on Poseidon M60 here, now you have full control over your soundbar with your phone. You can do all that you can do with the remote pretty much with your phone here. So here's the Poseidon M60. I can control volume, which you can see on the soundbar itself changing. Then you have the power button, turn on or off. You can change its source. You have eARC, optical, Bluetooth, and USB. Now, Bluetooth is the latest 5.4, so you're getting the latest Bluetooth technology in case that's your method of choice. You're going to get the best sound that you can get out of Bluetooth and the best range as well, so long as your source also supports it, like my phone, for example. Then you have this EQ. Now, the EQ is really, really cool because it has some presets for you. Movie, music, voice, sport, game, and night. So it tailors the sound based off of that environment or what you plan to watch. You also have some EQ here, bass, mid-range, and treble. You guys can see what I've chose to put. It looks like it's about a 3 dB increase or 3 dB decrease, depending on what you like. Then you have the surround toggle here where you can up the surround sound if you want to. So you can go down to -6 or +6 here, or leave it at 0. Now the up mix here, this allows your surround sound speakers to either be dedicated surrounds or you can play it in an all channel stereo. I know a lot of people really like their surround sound speakers to also play what the left and right speakers play, so you can do that with this soundbar. So if you're listening to music and you want all speakers to play the same sound, then you can. If you want them to play dedicated surround sound, then you want to keep the up mix off. This allows you to get Dolby Atmos content, Dolby Digital content, true surround sound out of your surround sound speakers. But if you turn up mix on, then this will allow all channel stereo to come through. So I leave this off. It actually sounds better with it off, in my opinion. So that is your EQ options there. Pretty simple app to use. And of course, there are some settings you can go to. You can change the name of the device. You can do updates here. You can change its auto standby, all sorts of different things here, or just delete the device and add something new. So really simple app, really simple soundbar. I'll show you guys the remote next. So here is the remote that comes in a box, and again, all the same things that you can do on the app are also here too. Power source, changing the songs, EQ, adding and take away bass from the sub. You can change mid-range and treble here. There's your presets, surround up and down, and then the prompt tone. So when you make different adjustments, do you want to hear it or not? So this remote does everything that the app does and vice versa, so you can choose which one you want to use. I personally think the phone would be pretty cool, but here is the remote. Pretty good size, easy to use, doesn't light up, not backlit or anything, but I don't think you're going to be needing it too much anyway. So this is what you get inside the box.
Get inside! Let's go! Lennox! Go, 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 go!
We got Decepticons everywhere.
I got my whole team deployed looking for him. Iron Eye! Protect Sentinel, get him locked up inside.
Consider it done.
You gotta guard him, because he's the key to the whole thing.
Indeed I am. What you must realize, my Autobot brothers, is we were never going to win the war. For the sake of our planet's survival, a deal had to be made with Megatron.
Get back!
What have you done? I hereby discharge you from duty.
Get back!
So after listening to this soundbar for a while, listening to a couple of movies, listening to music, I will say that I've always been impressed with Ultimea and their soundbars, because it seems like what they're after is giving you the most sound for as little money as possible. It's almost like a Bose approach, where they give you a lot more sound than what you expect to come from something so small. Ultimea does it at a better price than Bose, I would say, but it's a very good product. I've always kind of been leery of soundbars that have all the speakers in one soundbar, because how do you get that sense of surround sound if there's nothing surrounding you? That's kind of always been my kind of take on 5.1 surround sound soundbars that don't have dedicated rear speakers. You do get a sense of surround sound depending on your setup. For me, every room that I have in this house is pretty symmetrical. So I have a wall on both sides where these speakers can bounce off the wall and kind of make its way to you. I do have that luxury here, but if you're in like an open floor plan, or maybe your speakers are too far away, or maybe you have a lot of things on the wall that kind of diffuse some of that sound, you may not get the surround sound feel out of the soundbar. But this is a night and day improvement on any kind of TV speakers that you have. And you get a lot of bass out of this. Now, this isn't going to dig any lower than, say, 40 or 45 hertz, but it does give you some really nice rumble, and it does it pretty clean. Even at max volume, I'm not really hearing any port chuffing. I'm not hearing any cabinet resonances as far as vibration goes or anything loose inside. It is a fully plastic enclosure, so I'm not saying that it sounds the greatest, but it does fill in that low end that the soundbar cannot do. Again, this is a 5 1/4 inch subwoofer, and all the speakers in here are 2 1/4. So small speakers just giving you a little bit of mid-range and a lot of treble. This kind of fills the rest of that in, so it's almost necessary to have this plugged up. But what I like about it is that it's minimalistic. This is just going to sit underneath your TV, out of the way. This subwoofer here is about a 10-foot cable, it looks like. Maybe, yeah, about 10 feet it looks to be, maybe 6 feet. And this can just tuck away behind the center console, your entertainment stand. You can put this behind the couch, whatever you want to do. It really just tucks away. So I think it's a very good soundbar for what you're getting. 5.4 Bluetooth. You're getting optical in if you need it. You have eArt, so you can use the soundbar with your TV and all the sound will go through this no matter what you're watching. And then you have the app where you can kind of play around with things. You can use it as a remote. It's really nice. You're getting all that for a small form factor. So what I will do is put this in the description down below, the link to it, so you guys can check it out yourself. This is a new product. It just released not too long ago, so there's not a lot of information about it. So even when I was doing research, I didn't find much about it. So this is new to the market. If you guys are looking for a soundbar, I think this is perfect for somebody who's in an apartment, somebody who's in a dorm, somebody who just needs better sound than what their TV is going to give you. Or maybe you're in an office setup and you just want a little extra something in there for you. This is great. It's small, it's lightweight. You can hang it on a wall if you want to. If you want something with more surround sound, they do offer other things that actually have dedicated rear speakers if you want to go that route. So I'll leave this in the description down below. This will take you to this particular soundbar on their website, but if this one isn't for you, definitely check out the rest of their soundbars as they have tons of them. Thank you to Ultimea for sending this out to you for a review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and we will see you in the next video. K-Pace Guy out. Peace.